Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me today for this timeless pick a card tarot reading meant for all zodiac signs. Whenever you come upon this reading is when you're meant to find it. To choose which reading you want to listen to, just notice which crystal you're most drawn to, or you can wait till I reveal the cards and see which one of those you're most drawn to. I always set my intentions for your highest and best good. For reading number one, we have Apophylite along with this image. And for reading number two, we have blue Apatite along with this image. And for reading number three, we have Kunzite along with this image. Let your intuition guide you. Whichever crystal or card you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to two or even all three of the readings, as there may be additional guidance for you there. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. If something doesn't resonate, just know that message was meant for someone else and allow it. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below, as well as a list of all the cards that I use. If I have a link where you can find those cards, I include that as well. On December 1st, 2024, I'm giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type positive transformation in the comments below. Good luck. Hello, reading number one. You chose the Apophylite, which is known for its ability to facilitate a connection with the spiritual realm. It's often used during meditation to open the crown chakra or third eye chakra or both. It brings mental clarity, helping to dissolve illusions and align with one's true self. It has a calming energy, but also an uplifting energy that soothes anxiety, fear, or emotional turmoil. It enhances psychic abilities, especially during spiritual work or connecting with spiritual guides and angels. Its high vibrational energy clears negative energy, making it great for cleansing spaces and auras. And I love that this crystal both increases our ability to communicate with the higher realms and travel to the Akashic records, while also making us feel more comfortable within our physical bodies. And the card that you chose is Canas. I know it doesn't look like that here. I feel like this is a shortened version of it, but it means torch, light, illumination, enlightenment. You've most likely gone through the dark night of the soul or some tempering in your life where illusion has been burned away and you're now operating from the heart, from a place of love and compassion. And this tempering that you've gone through, this burning away of the ego, negativity, false beliefs, it now has elevated your vibration just like the Apophylite does, giving you access to eternal knowledge. So I love the synchronicity between the Apophylite and the card that you chose. You'll also begin to, if you haven't already, notice that your relationships deepen. Your close relationships will become deeper relationships, as well as your relationships with spirit and yourself. All right. Let's get some oracle cards. How is reading number one's consciousness expanding and evolving at this time? They're telling me if you feel like you're still in the dark night of the soul, just know you're going to be coming out of that very soon. Aries, battle. He wanted to come out because I saw him before I started, and there he is. The first thing I hear when I see this card is spiritual warrior. In the past, you may, Aries is the god of war. In the past, you may have had trouble setting boundaries. You may have been defensive or, gone to battle with a lot of energy, a lot of fire energy, just like Aries. And now, because you've been tempered and refined, you are more strategic. You now can step back and see the whole picture. Also, I'm hearing that your blood doesn't rise as quickly as it used to. For some of you, a few of you listening, you may have, instead of setting boundaries harshly, you may have not set them at all. You may have been overly accommodating. And if you're still that way, then this card is asking you to step up and to stand your ground, to invoke the energy of Aries and stand strong in your beliefs and in your truth. All right, let's get some more cards. How is reading number one expanding their awareness, their consciousness? I'm also hearing that you're navigating this energy better. The energy of fire, of passion. We have the torch here, and then we have Aries, fire. Okay, so you're learning how to navigate that energy. What used to make you mad may not make you mad anymore, but also you're seeing it, you're able to see that fire in others. And we can use fire for all kinds of things. I talked about the fire burning away negativity and tempering you. You can do the same thing, just as we can take metal and melt it and make a sword. We can make jewelry with it. We can cook with fire. We can use fire to keep us warm when we're cold. There's so many uses of fire. And perhaps you were either scared of this fire in the past, or you maybe started fires that went out of control, metaphorically speaking, of course. You let the fire's destructive force take over, and now you're tempering it and you're learning how to control this fire. And it's also, light, enlightening. You're seeing things better. Wow, love your message, reading number one. Yeah, you're definitely seeing things in your consciousness better. New beginnings and expansion. Yeah, and look at the eye. Do you see that? Wow, I just got finished saying you're seeing things better. We're talking about your expansion. Look at that validation. Thank you. Yeah, it's like a superpower. You know, many times superheroes go through some kind of trauma, and through that trauma, there's a transformation that takes place that creates a superpower. So you're learning how to use this fire energy that you hold and use it for all these different um, purposes. It's like a tool now that you're mastering now. Love that for you. All right, in what way is reading number one's consciousness expanding and evolving? Stimulation, chili. Look at that, more fire energy. I mean, you're just, wow, you're on fire. Amazing. And look at this feather here. We talked about speaking your truth, standing your ground, you're not only that, but you're being honest with yourself about yourself. It's like they're telling me, you know, you have your big boy pants on or your big girl pants. You can handle more. It's like one of the things that you've done with this fire energy is fashioned yourself some armor. Not that you need to protect yourself, but you just have thicker skin now. You can handle the truth. You've gone within, or you're doing it now, introspectively, examining your beliefs, how you view yourself, how you view the world, how you view others, and you're just being very honest with yourself. Or you have been, and it's just burst this tremendous amount of growth. And because you've been so honest with yourself and you've tempered yourself, again, you have access to the Akashic records, to eternal knowledge, to the higher realms. I absolutely love your reading. All right, let's get some tarot cards. Also, you may experience physical sensations like one ear ringing, or it may not even be ringing. It might be like almost like a pressure. Something like when elevation changes, only you won't be changing elevation. You'll just spontaneously notice like a pressure or a ringing. And this could be your guides, angels, your higher self. Angels with this feather and the Apophylite, I really feel you're beginning to communicate with angels. Wow. All right. How is reading number one experiencing consciousness evolution? Two of Pentacles. All right. Balancing. Bringing something into balance. Seven of Apatite. There's that boundary we talked about. Okay, so Pentacles are earth, and Apatite is swords, which is air. If you add air to a fire, the fire grows. If you put earth on the fire, you can put it out if you have enough earth. So again, you're balancing that energy You're learning new skills. We see this fox here. There's this more strategic way of thinking, just like we talked about with Aries, kind of taking a step back, looking at the whole picture, being more strategic, planning better, being a more grounded, and not letting that fire consume you or the situation. Here comes Agnes. Yeah, there's just so much fire. I'm just like, wow. The Three of Chalices, celebrating. So we have all this fire. Now we have earth, air, and water. You're really balancing your chakras. You're just, again, you're learning how to use this fire energy that's so strong in you, turning it into a superpower, and you're celebrating that. You're starting to see evidence of your tempering, of refining your skill, refining this ability to control the element of fire in your life, using it to illuminate, using it to warm, using it for energy, passion. Make sure that you recognize all that you have achieved. Make sure you celebrate that. Celebrate everything that you've already accomplished. How is reading number 1? Expanding their consciousness, evolving. The Lady and the Lord. Harmony, balance. This is harmony within. And I mentioned that you will now see your relationships improving. So as you have learned, or you're learning how to control this passion, this fire energy, I'm also hearing that by balancing all of the elements with the fire, you aren't burning out too quickly. Sometimes we have a lot of passion and it burns. It's like certain kinds of wood that are super dry, but you don't have enough of that wood, which that might be that earth energy. Then the fire goes out really quickly, right? So I hear that you're learning how to build that fire in a way that it's controlled and it doesn't go out too quickly, and it gives you the right amount of heat. It's the right size for whatever the situation is, whether you're cooking or forging something out of metal, using it for heat. It's like you're really getting that under control. And as you do that and you balance, you do that by balancing the other elements in your life, in your mind, in your body. You begin to have this harmony with all the elements within yourself. And because you're beginning to create this harmony within yourself, you begin to see more harmony in your relationships. And the relationships that aren't harmonious, there we go, because that other person maybe isn't evolving, those relationships will kind of be put on hold, or they'll just go by the wayside. They may come back later as that person starts to evolve themselves or temper themselves. I love your reading. Absolutely amazing. reading number 1. I'm so excited for you. Please let me know how this resonates. I'm just in awe with all of this fire energy. Your guides want you to really practice using your torch, your flame for light, to see things both in the physical, within relationships, within other people, seen with your heart, your compassion. They're telling me that your heart is like the hearth of your body, of your being, and seen with that heart energy. And also practice seeing with your third eye. Practice visiting the other realm, connecting with angels. If you're interested, going to the Akashic Records. Wow, I'm just very in awe and impressed with you. Reading number 1. Please let me know how this resonates. I love reading your comments and what you see in the cards, how you connect it to your life, what you hear in the message. Of course, you're always welcome to reach out to me by connecting with me through my website, linked below in the description box. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. Welcome. You chose the blue apatite, known as the stone of manifestation and motivation. It's particularly useful for setting goals and achieving them. It opens the throat chakra, supporting clear communication and creative self-expression. It deepens meditation and enhances intuition, especially when accessing past life insights or higher consciousness. It releases old emotional wounds, encouraging positivity and self-confidence. This crystal connects the physical and spiritual bodies, promoting balance and alignment. All right, so you may be gaining access to past life or future life. Of course, they all happen at the same time, but we perceive them in a linear fashion. All right, the card that you chose is Odin, who had an understanding of the human condition, of the struggle, the inner struggle between right and wrong, good and bad. And so as your consciousness evolves and expands, you're beginning to take a more centered approach to these principles and release judgment. So you're not necessarily labeling things good or bad, right or wrong. You're learning how to see the whole picture, using nature as an example. If we look at a tree and how it grows and how birds nest in it, and if it gets an injury, little bugs might get in there, which might make a bigger hole, and then squirrels might live in there. It's not viewed as good or bad, right or wrong. It just is. It's just part of the existence and the cycle. So you're beginning to have this understanding. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see what else we can find out. How is reading number 2 expanding there? Okay, that flew out. I'm going to take Hera, which revealed herself, and put the rest back. Duty. Okay, so again, beginning to shed the shoulds and should have nots. I should be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. That type of self-talk. Or they shouldn't be doing this, they shouldn't be doing that. You're beginning to understand that the duty to serve is to yourself, not obligation to others or worried about what other people think about you or how other people see you, but just acting in accord with your true soul's desire, your authenticity. Just being dutiful to that, to your self-expression, your soul light. All right, let's get some more. This is going to be useful in you achieving your goals. You're becoming more motivated. You have clarity of what it is that you want and how to get it. How is reading number 2 expanding their consciousness at this time? Clearing away, yeah. You're clearing away these outdated beliefs of duty. Hera was married to Zeus, who was notoriously unfaithful in their marriage, but she dutifully stayed with him. And what I see is, again, that you're clearing away these outdated beliefs of duty to others, obligation to others. I should do this, I should do that, I'm supposed to do this. Even, you might even hear yourself, or you used to hear yourself say things like, I shouldn't feel that way, or I should feel this way. And just know your feelings bring you clarity, and you're beginning to understand that. You're beginning to hold less judgment on yourself. And you're beginning to clear away all of that self-judgment, all of that expectation, perceived expectation from external sources, and live more authentically. I was reading number 2, expanding their consciousness at this time. All right, you know what? 2 came out. We'll take both of those. This is pile number 2. We'll take 2 cards. We have grounding potato. Yes, you are becoming more grounded. I'm just laughing because this potato card has made an appearance quite a bit. And sorrel, affection, mirror. Look at this mirror. So 1, you're seeing your true self, you're understanding, you're beginning to understand the law of attraction and how you don't expect to see external changes before you have changed internally. You're understanding that as you change internally, then you will see change externally. And this groundedness, goes right along with the message of the Odin card and being more centered. Not being all the way over here or all the way over there, being centered and looking at the whole picture. I see you standing with your feet about hips width apart, knees slightly bent, in that strong pose, grounded. I see the energy of the earth rising up through your feet, strengthening you. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what other message we have at this time for you about how your consciousness is expanding. How is reading number 2's consciousness expanding at this time? How is reading number 2's consciousness evolving at this time? All right. The battle wagon. You're beginning to see obstacles and challenges as growth points, but also they are much easier for you to get past. You're finding creative solutions a lot quicker. Things that seemed like just such big challenges in the past, either they're not happening anymore, or because you're more grounded, you're more centered, you're more stable, they don't have the same impact on you that they used to. Where maybe it used to seem like a mountain, now it's like a little bump in the road to you. You know, like, you hardly even notice it. You're moving forward. Also, you know, the battle wagon is like the chariot. This is forward movement, which goes right along with the energy of the blue apatite and achieving goals, setting goals, moving forward, that forward movement. Love that. How is reading number 2's consciousness evolving at this time? How's reading number 2's consciousness expanding? That is Agnes. If you're curious about how the dogs look, you can follow me on Instagram where I post pictures of them. Oh, all right, that is way too many. And there goes Cleo. There goes Cora. Lots of movement, right? Lots of movement. Yeah, things are happening now. All right. How is reading number 2's consciousness expanding at this time? There we go. The 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is about enjoying your work, enjoying your career. It can also mean pursuing hobbies, special interest, and sometimes even getting monetary exchange for those hobbies and interests. Remember, you are now being dutiful to yourself. So now your hobbies and interests, things that are important to you, are coming to the forefront. If they are things that are skills like playing an instrument or dancing or fitness or writing, cooking, drawing, painting, singing, you're developing these skills. You're getting better at it. You're fine-tuning them. If you're diving more into your career and your work, you're really enjoying it. You're getting better at things. You're enjoying things more that, again, are related to what you're interested in, related to your personal growth. And it's things that you're interested in. It's not growth for the sake of growth. This isn't, well, I should take this class. It's, I want to take this class. And you take that class. Or I should practice. It's like you don't even, that sentence doesn't exist in your mind anymore, or it won't soon. This is where you're developing and expanding. Is it's like following that excitement of, you see your guitar and you just pick it up and start playing it. It's not, well, it's 3:30, so I should go pick up my guitar and practice it. It's not like that at all. It's just this inspiration all the time. You following your inspiration. All right. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Woohoo! All right, you have 8 of Pentacles, now 9 of Pentacles. You know, with the potatoes, I'm also hearing more financial stability. 9 of Pentacles is, you know, having more than you need. having the things that you need, but also having enough for what you want. And we see here somebody spinning cotton or wool into yarn. So perhaps somebody here who's listening, your interest is crocheting or knitting, and maybe you decide to take a class where you spin your own yarn. It's that kind of thing where you're already doing something and you're diving deeper into it. Just really putting your magic into it. How is reading number 2 expanding their consciousness at this time? Page of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So definitely one of the ways you're expanding your consciousness is how to gain more resources, how to make more money, how to make money or gain resources through things that you enjoy doing. And if this is something that you've been working on, but perhaps haven't seen the growth that you wanted to, this spread is showing that you're about to experience that growth and expansion. And I said, like putting your magic into it, and look at that, putting magic into it. Both of these cards talk about you gaining resources through your special interests, through your hobbies. Wow. What are you doing, reading number 2? Whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. If you're enjoying it, keep doing it. Please let me know how this resonates. This is such an amazing reading. I'm just like, wow, Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. And they're all wonderful Pentacle cards. Again, you are achieving wealth through some special interest or hobby, something that you feel passionate about. You're being dutiful to you and creating independence is what I'm showing. Please let me know how this resonates. I love to read your comments, how you connect, what you see in the cards, what you hear in the message to what's going on in your life. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance if you feel that you need that by connecting with me through my website linked below. Wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. Welcome. You chose the Kunzite, which is sometimes called the Stone of Divine Love. It enhances a connection to universal love and spiritual wisdom. It's strongly connected to the heart chakra, promoting unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness. It helps release past trauma and fear, creating emotional freedom and peace. It's got a gentle energy, just like this gentle color, and it reduces stress, anxiety, worry, making it ideal for meditation and relaxation. It fosters loving communication, understanding, and harmony in relationships, and it resonates with childlike wonder, joy, playfulness, and the ability to see the beauty in life. All right, and the card you chose, Jera, is all about harvest. We see the corn here, ripe, ready to be picked. This is you enjoying the fruits of your labor. All right, let's get some oracle cards. How is reading number 3's consciousness expanding at this time? How is reading number 3's consciousness evolving? All right, the Marae and Destiny. I feel that you are creating your own destiny. You're beginning to understand how these 3 aspects exist within you, and that you're the one that's weaving that thread of destiny. There aren't external forces that are controlling you. There aren't predestined things for you that are controlling you. You are creating your reality. You're creating your life. You're really magicking the world that you want. Ooh, so powerful. All right, let's get some more. How is reading number 2's consciousness expanding at this time? How is reading number 2's consciousness evolving? Support and encouragement. Walking staff. This walking staff is like a wand, and wands focus our energy and amplify our energy. So you're beginning to learn how to focus your intentions, aligning your mind and your heart. You're working with the energy of the earth and spirit to focus and direct your intentions to manifest what you want. Wow. All right. How is reading number 2 expanding their consciousness at this time? How is reading number 2 evolving? Oop. All right, let's get that one. Emotion. Cucumber. Yeah, you are channeling, again, remember I talked about your heart energy, your heart chakra, unconditional love, compassion, aligning your heart and your mind. You're using your emotion in a positive way to create what you want to see. So perhaps you've observed in the past when you were in a not positive mood, you were either angry or sad or not feeling good about yourself, and maybe you had this emotion and you said something like, I just know this is going to happen. And you said it was like not an ideal outcome. It wasn't actually something that you wanted to happen, but you just knew it was going to happen and you felt it. And that emotion coupled with that thought, it was so focused. And then that thing happened. And so in your mind, you thought, see, I knew this thing was going to happen. What you're beginning to understand is that it wasn't like a prediction or a premonition. It was a creation. You're creating it. And now you're learning how to channel that emotion in a positive way, channeling positive emotions with what it is that you want to see externally. And you're creating that in your external world. This is what you're learning how to do. This is the skill that you're really expanding on. This is the understanding that you're beginning to grasp. All right, let's get some tarot cards. How is reading at number 3 expanding their consciousness at this time? The Battle Wagon. Interesting. This one came out for reading number 2. Yeah. Okay. And what I'm hearing is that you're moving forwards instead of backwards, because you have this understanding that you're not predicting, you're creating. And look at the wand with the crystal at the end. If you don't have a wand, you may want to create one. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. If creating a wand isn't your thing, then that's not your thing. This is a message for many people, so take what resonates, leave the rest for others. But you're definitely moving in the direction that you want to move now, because you're understanding how to direct your energy. Look at that. The High Priestess. Yeah, you are magicking. You're magicking what you want. You're using... The High Priestess is about intuition. So again, you're beginning to understand that this thing of intuition and premonition, prediction, manifestation, they're tied together. And that it's your belief that something's going to happen that's actually creating it. So you can magic, you can take the Eye of Newt and some mugwort and, whatever it is that you're going to mix into your cauldron as a spell. It's the belief that that spell is going to yield the results that you believe it will yield. That's what's creating it. Your emotion, your belief. The belief is the mind. The feeling is the emotion. So if you're having fun creating this and you have the belief that it's going to yield the results that you want, then it is. Love your message. Reading number 3. So magical. I just feel so much magicking coming from you. The Knight of Athens. Yeah, very energetic. Look at the smile on his face, right? See that? Using your emotion in a positive way. You have clarity now. Remember, again, sorry, it's not Athens, it's hard habits, right? Some habits die hard. It's Knight of Athame. Okay. This Athame is sword, which is air, which is idea, communication, and understanding, truth. So you have the truth now. You have the truth in your hand. And now you're moving forward with energy. And things are coming to you. Ideas are coming to you. You have the clarity. You know what you want. And you know how to manifest it and create it. And of course, the reason that we do spells and we don't just think things is because you have to ground that idea you have to anchor it into the 3D. And so you do that by taking things that are physical and mixing them together. So having the idea isn't enough. You have to have the idea followed by action. So you can think about wanting to go from one place to another, but if you don't actually get on your horse and go there, you're not going to get there. So you have to actually have it's mind, body, and spirit in alignment. So you set the intention, you have the belief with your mind, you have the emotion of that result, that positive result in your heart, and then your body is the tool that anchors it, because it takes some action to anchor that manifestation. Wow. How is reading number 3 evolving their consciousness at this time? How's reading number 3 expanding their consciousness? All right, here we go. Look at that, Ace of Athame. Yeah, clarity. Your wishes are coming true. You're understanding how to put that out there in the universe, how to weave your destiny. You know, the Ace of Athame is also success. We're seeing success, we're seeing clarity, we're seeing mental agility. It's like you, with these two cards, it's like you have a question of how can I do this? And the answer just, it either just pops in your mind or some synchronistic event will unfold. But I'm hearing for most of you, it's just going to pop in your mind. You're just going to be like, aha, it's this. Both of these cards are like this aha moment, like, oh, I know what to do. This epiphany, you just have this understanding, this instant download. And success. You have energy, you have clarity, amazing ideas. You have that childlike wonder and joy, playfulness, seeing the beauty in life. Yeah, you're just gonna get these epiphanies, these downloads. It's amazing. Reading at number 3, I'm so excited for you. This is really exciting energy, really happy energy. It just feels like a fun way to magic and manifest and understand. Your consciousness is just evolving in a very fun way. And it's just going to feel so adventurous and magical for you. Please let me know how this resonates. I love to read your comments and see the connections you make with the pictures, the images, the message that I share. Of course, you're always welcome to reach out to me if you feel like you need additional guidance. You can go to my website linked below in the description box. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.